Okay, so here we are with Overwatch. It's a team-based 5v5 first-person shooter. For today, I'm just playing quick play, unrated, standard game mode. We're gonna see which game mode we get once we load in. I'm only gonna play support. I'm not gonna bother with tank or damage today. I'll hop into the practice range to. Oh, doesn't even matter actually. We found a game immediately. So I'll explain my character that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Kiriko here. Her whole kit, essentially, she has passive regen. All support characters have passive regen. She can hold space on walls and you can climb them up. Her, as well as two of the damage characters, all the Japanese characters, essentially, they have a wall climb passive. Her left shift, you can teleport to any of your allies. So I'll demonstrate that once one of these guys goes a little bit farther ahead of me. And my E is going to pretty much make me or any teammate invulnerable for a certain amount of time and remove any debuffs applied to them. There's a couple different debuffs in this game. I'll explain them if they come up. If not, I'll explain them as I'm using the protection Suzu. My two different fires, I have my primary click is a heal that just heals allies. It's homing as well, so as long as you kind of shoot in the area of them, you see them kind of like curve around them. And my kunais that deal increased critical hit damage. I'll explain the ult once we get to it. I won't worry about that right now. But my main job, essentially, I'm just going to stick with my tank, keep him alive, and one or two of my damage characters. I'm really only going to focus on one of them, and I'll let my other healer focus on the other guy. You'll notice he kind of didn't feel like keeping that guy alive right there. So right there, the protection Suzu, I use it just to pretty much show you guys what it does. It puts a little light blue light on whatever teammate I throw it on, and they cannot be damaged for a few seconds. And go figure, if I have it right here, I can take off the purple aura that was on my tank that prevents him from being healed. So again, my job mainly, I just want to keep it on backlines. I want to kind of just keep my tank alive. He's going to be taking most of the fire from the other team. I just want to keep him healthy, make sure he doesn't go down below half. I have the option as Kiriko. I can help out with the offense. I can shoot at the other team if I felt like it. My attackers are doing a pretty decent job so far, so I don't really feel the need to kind of step on their toes. I would prefer to just keep them all alive, keep everybody in the game still, let everybody do their own roles. Right there you see Magua for sure went in way too far by himself, and that's what got him killed there. Decent ult by Hanzo. So they're kind of getting rolled, to be honest. It's not the best representation of a standard Overwatch game. I didn't mention the game mode we're playing. Payload. So the attacking team, the other guys, they essentially want to rally on this cart, and the more guys they have on it, the faster it goes. They're just trying to push it all along the track all the way back to our spawn, and we're just trying to defend them, trying to make it so they can't push the payload. So I've got my ult here now, so I'm looking for an opportunity to use my ult. So the Katsune Rush, Kiriko's ult, it adds a little tunnel that any teammates standing in it, as well as myself, gain increased fire rate and movement speed and reload speed. So it pretty much just makes your entire team significantly more powerful. Using it properly can really wipe teams and push things into your favor. Increases the output of healing significantly too. You see a lot of lower level players really use it for primarily damage, when you should really just be using it to increase your output of your healing on your teammates. Yeah, so hopefully once they start pushing again, I'm probably gonna throw my ult down here. Up and see, that's exactly why I try to not fire too much with my kunais, because truth be told, I could have saved our other healer there if I wasn't focused on doing damage, but he ended up going down because I wasn't focused on my role entirely. Right here, I'm gonna pop my ult to hopefully keep us in and keep the payload defended for this last little minute. Thankfully, my Hanzo is performing very well. These guys on the other team are not doing a very good job at killing our healers, and that's really been their downfall. The fact that I haven't died a single time yet is it's a little ridiculous, to be honest. I'm alright at healer, but it's the offense's job to kind of focus the healers and make sure that they go down so the offense can take out the tank, which right there you see they did pretty effectively with the Cassidy ult, taking out both of our healers and leaves our Magua pretty defenseless. Unfortunately, they're probably gonna get this objective right here to give them more time, so it's gonna go a little bit farther than a clean sweep. Yeah, so you see there, they get the payload to the second objective, or the first objective point, sorry, and it pretty much adds 3 minutes to their timer, gives them a lot more time, and now, if they were to get to that second objective point you see at the top, the payload can't go back farther than this point. They basically hit a checkpoint, and every checkpoint you get another 3 minutes to try to continue winning the game. So you'll notice too, our tank switched off of Magua to Zarya. Now Magwa's been pretty meta recently. I'm not sure if they've implemented changes on him recently or not yet, but he's pretty ridiculous as a character. And yeah, that was a mistake on my end. I just didn't really didn't feel like teleporting back to my team there. So you'll notice a lot too, I'm kind of sitting back with this Hanzo, mostly because he's a sniper, so he's not really going to want to stick his head into a lot of the action. He's going to want to like kind of sit back with his bow and pick people off. So kind of goes perfectly with Kiriko's decent range and pretty fast healing. I can kind of just sit back with him. We're really never in harm's way, and I can keep at least half of the team pretty healthy, just me. So, oh, yeah, so right there, just that's exactly what you're supposed to do as an offense character. I can't even really complain about that. The other team played that pretty well, hopping right on top of both of our healers and using his ultimate to kill both of the healing, leaving all of our offense just kind of by themselves. Yeah, so you see they got that second objective that puts them back up to 3 minutes. Not too sure what's actually necessarily going wrong with our defense here, besides the fact that, not that I'm gonna say our other healer's doing bad, but he's definitely not playing as well as I am, so. Thankfully for us, this Bastion who was playing Hanzo is doing a very good job, killing a lot of the other team. right there. That's a really good Moira ult. It's a shame he got it cut off. Moira's ult pretty much combines damage and healing into one like laser in front of you, so you can get a pretty good single target healing output. Right here, I'm not sure what our Bastion's doing at all, to be honest with you. I don't know why he decided to walk out of my Kitsune, but that was a desperate play. And we end up losing, unfortunately. That's incredible. You can see by the scoreboard that it obviously was not my fault. I definitely could have played better, but, you know, highest healing in the game alongside their Moira. I could have definitely done a lot more for offense. I wasn't really shooting my kunais a whole lot, but I myself I find it a lot more helpful to just kind of like let your DPS characters focus on offense, and when you're playing healer, you know, just heal your team, focus more on keeping your tank and your DPS up. But yeah, that's a game of Overwatch.